Yeah, I don't ever remember feeling like this. But I'm out here in these YouTube streets. So I want you to get your fingers.
I don't know what you're doing.
I want you to
right
get
now,
your mouse.
I want you to check me out.
And I want you to check me out.
Get ready to do this. It's the relationship rehab. Like, share, and subscribe. We coming at you live. So come on, let's take a ride. Then subscribe to United Guns of America. Just click that link and listen up to what I'm telling you. It's the relationship rehab.
Click that link right now. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Brian Redmond, and I just want y'all to subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? I want you to let me know what you think. I'm gonna talk about some things, you can talk about some things, and we can do our thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all about having a conversation, right? I mean, if we can't talk to each other, then, I mean, what are we really here for? I want y'all to be able to just come over to my channel, talk to me about what's going on with you, and I can tell you what's going on with me, and we can build some things, you know what I'm saying? That's all about growth, baby. So click that link, go ahead and swipe on your phone, whatever you gotta do. Share my content. It's just get me out here, baby. Cause we just talking, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I like doing what I'm doing because it's about the people. It's about us having a conversation with each other. It's about us discussing whatever needs to be discussed. And on these YouTube streets, this is the best place to do it, baby. Like, share, subscribe. That's right. Click the link. Click the link. Yeah. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's out here that's already subscribed. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all ain't the first one, and y'all ain't the last one. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody that done click the link, that done click the share, and then subscribe to your boy. Cause we gon' grow this thing together, baby. Relationship rehabbing, United Guns of America. To the world blow up, baby. Yeah. Click the link, baby. Click the link, baby. Yeah. Hey, I just wanted to send a shout out to all y'all. I love y'all. That's why I do this. It's for the love of us, baby. I appreciate all of y'all. Ooh, we gon' do this thing. We gon' do this thing right here, baby. Hey, look, if you at a computer right now, just go ahead and click your link. What else you got to lose, baby? Tell me what you think. Hit the comment section. You can jump on the live panel. We do it all here. That's what it's all about. So come holler at your boy. I've been doing this for years, but I just got onto this YouTube thing. So hey, let's see what it do and where it can go.
To United Guns of America. Just click the link and listen up to what I'm telling you, telling you.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Brian Redmond, and yes, I am back one more again for yet another amazing show with y'all, the most amazing audience in the world. Yes, indeed. The Relationship Rehab and the United Guns of America in the building. We are live, and we about to have ourselves a funky good time. I would like for everybody to click that like button, click that subscribe button, and click that share button if you have not done so already. Most of the time y'all do because y'all so on point. But I'm going to go ahead and give a few shout outs. Shout out to my man, Mr. Marcel over there on the United Guns of America side of the game. I see you, boy, the Lone Wolf Soldier. I see you in the VIP section. That's what I'm talking about. Let me go ahead and get the chat up on the screen, and I'm going to do a little something different with tonight's show. Tonight's show is going to start out a little something different, just a little bit. I'm going to switch it up, and I'm going to actually, I thought about this. I thought about who might, need, so here's what I'm thinking about doing. I'm sorry, I was confused for a second watching my screens. So here's what I'm thinking about doing. So I know everybody can look in the description box and all that kind of stuff, and you can see my email and all that kind of stuff in there. So I think what I want to start doing is, normally when I start a show, I'll either talk about something, a quick little monologue or something like that. Something that I learned from my brother Tommy Sotomayor. But I do a quick monologue, or I sing a song or something, depending on how my spirit is feeling. I sing a song or whatever, But what I'm also going to add to that is this. If you guys have any questions, whether it's about guns, whether it's about relationships, whether it's about politics, whatever the case may be, and you want my opinion about it, send it to me in an email, or you can send it to me on the Relationship Rehab Facebook page. Either one of those, send it to me, and I'll create like a running list. So when I do start a show, I can answer that. So if I got questions, or if I got some questions or something like that, and it could be anonymous. It don't have to be where it got to be a person. I ain't gonna say put your name out there and all that kind of stuff. But it could be anonymous if you just want to know something. You email me, or you can message me on Facebook, and I'll go ahead and I'll answer your question. So I can do that. So if not, I can't stop singing, Godfather. He said bring singing back. I can't stop singing. I can't not do a show and not sing. I got to sing something. It's in my heart. It's in my spirit. But yeah, so just make sure y'all do that, and I can do that from now on, because the person who messaged me, well, shit, y'all ain't gonna know who it is, but my cousin messaged me and asked me a very good question, and I wanna give an answer, but I was so busy getting ready for the show that I couldn't call them back and call them back and give them the answer that they asked. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do it this way. So I hope they got my message, and they watching so they can get the answer. So let's see if I can close this, close that. I got the chat up. So we rolling good. Everything else is ready to go. And we are on and popping. All right. So this nigga said, Harold to Uncle Remus. Nigga, you must not know where I'm from. I'm from 12 Deuce Wild Wild, nigga. Ain't nothing but Harold's all day, every day. Talking about Harold's or Uncle Remus. Now, Uncle Remus is good, but compared to Harold's, Uncle Remus ain't shit. Nigga, Harold's, baby, all day. Hey, look, I only go to about 4 Harold's, nigga, on everything in the city. I go 127th in Halsted, 103rd in Halsted. I go to 87th in the damn Rhine. And what other Harold's will I go to? Shit, that might be it. Them about the only 3 Harold's I fuck with. I've been to a couple of others and they've been decent. But when I like come to the city and I need some Harold's, niggas one of them 3. On everything I love. I'm stopping up in one of them 3. I'm either 127th, 103rd, or 87th. In that order. So I'm just saying, that's just me now. That's what I say now. I don't know about them other Harold's out there, but I know that them Harold's is the Harold's to go to. Nah, just saying. Now, I don't know about all them other spots. Y'all can let me know who else got good Harold's, but I'm comparing them Harold's to that Harold's. But this nigga got me off track. Let me go ahead and let me answer this question. So, my cousin asked me this question. He says, let me go back. What, in your opinion, is the maximum amount of money a guy can spend on the first few dates with a new girl? Good point to be made. Before he feels like he's supposed to smash, just from paying for the date. So here's the thing. Most men, and rightfully so, want to smash, period. So they gonna feel that they want to smash from the first date. There ain't no man that's paying to go on a date with you that ain't gonna want to smash or have the expectation of smashing. And I say that because if he's smashing on the first night, on the first date, or if he's smashing on the 5th date, he wants to smash just as bad on date number 1 as he do on date number 5. So the whole point of a man going out with a woman, it is to smash. First and foremost, there ain't no dates where a nigga gonna go and he ain't gonna want to smash. So the expectation is always there. Here's the thing for women, and this is the thing, and I said this is such a very good question. I've said this a couple of times in different shows and stuff, but here's the thing. Women have this problem of just trying to get free shit, trying to come up, and they have an expectation of a man providing their come up and free shit. If you are a woman that's worth a damn, that's worth anything, number one, don't date no man that you don't want to smash, that you don't feel that has the potential or has the right stuff that you require in order for you to want to smash or want him to smash. So women have this thing to where they'll date somebody that they're not attracted to, that they really don't like, that they are not interested in, but the fact that this nigga is willing to buy a meal, the fact that this nigga is willing to sponsor them on a date, they will go with him. Just because and I'm telling you like this, any woman that does that, you are flat out a fucking freeloader and a parasite. That's just what it is. That's just a reflection of your character. There are plenty of other ways. If your ass can't go out on a date and go get a meal on your own, then you a broke bitch and you don't need to be dating nobody anyway. You need to be getting your shit together. There should be nothing that you yourself would not or do not regularly take yourself on a date or go eat where you pay that you would want a man to do it. Now, the other part to that is if you just met a man and you kind of like don't really know if you want to date him or not, you might have talked to him a couple of times and you ain't got a good vibe on him, you don't have a good read on him yet. Here's the thing. Don't go on no date with him. Go to have coffee. Go to Starbucks. There ain't a nigga on planet Terra that would not rather you say, well, I don't really know if I like you or not, but we can go have coffee. And you go and have coffee at Starbucks or go get some soup at Panera Bread, paying a motherfucking $20 motherfucking tab. That ain't shit. Paying $20 for some coffee, you get some, man, this is, man, I'm telling y'all, it's this, I don't go to Starbucks, but now I kind of like Starbucks. My brother Easy put me up on this drink when we went to Disney World, put me up on this drink. It's like I forgot what the fuck he called it. I think it's some kind of dragon fruit lemonade, some shit, and you get 5 pumps of cane sugar in it. Man, ain't it, man? That shit is good. And then he put me up on the warm banana nut bread with the butter on it. Nigga, you talking about a tasty treat. But I'm just saying that's what you do. Women have this problem where you go and because my thing is this, you think that you getting over and you getting a free meal or whatever, you spending time with a nigga take you out to Benihana, nigga take you out to Gibson Steakhouse and all that shit. Bitch, if you that thirsty for a steak to where you gotta go with a nigga you don't even like, then you really just ain't shit. I'm just saying, I would never do something like that. I would never do something like that. And it's like, why wouldn't I want to go to, if I go to Gibson's, I want to go to, when I go to Gibson's, I go to have a good fucking time. I'm kicking it. I'm with my boys or I'm with my wife and we having a great fucking time. I'm chit-chatting, talking and shit, fucking around with the waiters. Hey man, come over here and talk to me. I'm having a great time. Because it's a very fancy restaurant and it's nice and all that, but it's a great environment, great ambiance. Why would I want to go to a place like that with somebody that I'm really not sure of, I'm really not vibing with? So I personally, as a man, I would never take a woman, even a woman I'm trying to impress, to Gibson's on a first date. Fuck out of here. I ain't got to impress you. I go to Gibson's. I take myself to Gibson's. But if I go to Gibson's, I take my girl to Gibson's, we been smashing. Ain't no, oh yeah, I'm gonna try to show her the way, show her nice time. Nope. We can go get some Harold's, nigga. We can go get some motherfucking beggars, home run in pizza, something like that. That's if I really like it. But I'm saying for a woman Don't put yourself in a situation to where a nigga is trying to smash or a nigga is wanting to smash that you really don't like by going on a date with him to where he would have that expectation. Because I'm telling you right now, any man that takes a woman out on a date and goes out or to a very nice restaurant, goes out to a club or something like that, go have drinks or whatever afterwards and all that, that nigga wants to smash. And if he say he don't, he's a fucking lame and a fucking liar. That's just it. He's one of the two, if not both in the same. That's all that is. So it's like for women, I'm telling you, you will definitely fare better in life and you won't waste your time dealing with men you really don't like by just saying, look, you like me, I gave you my number. You can let's go to Starbucks on a Saturday afternoon. Or let's go to Panera Bread on a Saturday afternoon, because what that does for you ladies is this. It lets you go and really see what a nigga's about. You really can't get a vibe on a person, on a man, when you in a movie theater. You really can't get a vibe on a person, on a man, when you, even at a fancy dinner, if it's really crowded or something like that. It depends. You can get to know somebody, but why wouldn't you want to do that in the most relaxed environment possible, like 2 o'clock in the afternoon for coffee, 4 o'clock in the afternoon for coffee or something like that? Because what that does is, if you like that person and you do want to smash, you can say, well, look, why don't we get together and go have dinner later on today? You can go do that. You can say, hey, look, we meet up for lunch at 1 o'clock. I mean, we meet up for coffee at 1 o'clock. I get me an iced latte. You get you a venti, mocha, chocolato, and we talk. You can spend 20 to 30 minutes talking, or you can spend 2 hours talking. You follow me? So it's like you can spend that time actually getting to know that person, see if you really like that person. Then you can say, well, look, I really like you. You really like me. We got a vibe going. You know, how about later on tonight, we get together and really go to dinner? Then that way, if you do go to dinner and that person really do like you, you gonna smash anyway because you already having a good time and want to smash. I'm not one of those people that say, hey, you know, you got to go that, like that Steve Harvey shit, that 90 days, no cookie bullshit. That's some stupid shit. If you fucking around with a real man, it ain't going to matter when you smash. It really not. It's really not. So why not just get to know that person and let things take their natural course, as opposed to you trying to hold somebody to some time frame or some standard to say, hey, you know, well, I'm gonna wait 90 days, and then, because it's like you waiting 90 days. It ain't like that nigga's waiting 90 days. And it ain't like you waiting 90 days. You probably, if both of y'all are waiting 90 days before y'all smash, y'all probably are both smashing people y'all really shouldn't be wasting y'all time smashing anyway. Just saying. Y'all are probably wasting time fucking with that old nigga that you used to, or fucking with that old bitch you used to. It ain't doing nothing for you to help you progress. And you still are building and creating soul ties with that person. Why not sever those ties and actually put that energy and that time into someone else? As opposed to you saying, well, shit, she ain't gonna give me no pussy for another 42 days, so I need to go ahead and I'm gonna go get over the old girl. I'm gonna go and, you know, find this other bust down and I'm gonna do. It's no point in doing that. So I would say this, to answer the question again, to sum it up so we can move on. Don't put a time frame on it. Date a person and vet a person by going somewhere where there's not a high price meal involved. Go to a place and have coffee. Go to a place and have a very light lunch or something like that. Go in the afternoon or in the late afternoon at the latest, not 7 o'clock, not 6 o'clock, but you need to go somewhere before 3 o'clock so that you can still have the rest of your day to yourself. If he's a bum and you don't like him, or she's a bitch and you don't like her, y'all can be like, look, this was all right, but I'm out. I guess I got a thing. Yeah, I know I only play. It's only coffee, so 30 minutes, for an hour maybe, and you can ride out. And it's not something where you feel like, damn, I done dropped $250 on this motherfucking meal and shit. And meal was all right, but the company was terrible. You don't feel that way. And the same thing with a woman. you feel like, damn, I done had this nigga take me out. We done went to this fancy ass shit. Nah, I don't really want to be with this nigga, but I might, goddamn. So it's like you don't have to be in that situation where you feel like you gotta put out or you gotta do something because of what the money that's been spent. Just saying. That's just what it is. So, I mean, even somebody said like make me dinner and I'll come around yours. So it's like I look at something like that, like cooking for each other. That to me is more intimate. So that's something that I wouldn't necessarily say let's do that right off the bat. That to me is intimate dinner at home at your house or her house or your apartment or her apartment, whatever the case may be. That's a little bit more intimate to me. I would not invite somebody that I don't know to my home. I don't want nobody that I just met to know where I live, so I wouldn't do something like that. Now, if you want to go to like a cooking class or something like that, if it's not too expensive, then yeah, I would say okay, do that. But I wouldn't go as far as having somebody that I just met, inviting them into my home, because that's intimate, that's private, that's where you live, and vetting somebody in your crib is not a good idea. It's just not. So, I mean, even when you take somebody to, like, if you go to a party or inviting somebody to a barbecue at somebody's house or something like that, you may not have it may not be the right environment to where you can meet somebody and really get to know somebody. Somebody that you just met it's really not a good environment, because if I invite somebody I just met to a party of mine or to a barbecue or something like that at one of my friends' house, I'm going to be wanting to kick it in the vibe as opposed to wanting to be with this person to try to, show this person a good time. So that's my answer. I hope that answered your question, because if not, you can call me afterwards anyway, but I love you and we're going to keep it moving. So without further ado, he said you would for sex, so why wouldn't you buy her a Prada bag worth $2,000? Why are you smashing a stranger then? You bring a stranger to your house to smash but not to cook. I'm talking about for a woman, the Godfather. It's not a good idea for a woman to bring a man to her house, even to smash. A nigga that you just met should not know where you live. I'm just saying, you can go smash at a hotel. You can go smash at a motel. You can go smash at what do they call the little 4-hour joints? Are those motels too? Or motor inns or whatever? Or what's the difference? A hotel is where you go near a motel or whatever. Yeah, I don't know about that. I forgot what they called it, where you go and you can just rent a place for like 4 hours. You can go do that. You can go to the Simmers, nigga, for 4 hours. I'm saying, as far as for a woman bringing a man to her house, that's the way I'm saying it. Yeah, I wouldn't advise that. So, motel. Okay, there it is. Yeah, I wouldn't buy that life like that. So sorry, I don't know all the ins and outs. Pay motel, you pay by the hour. Okay, there you go. So yeah, you doing that if you just gonna smash. Whatever. You go to the right park. You can go drive to a park and smash, unless it's at a park in Atlanta where Mr. Brooks is at, because Mr. Brooks gonna give your ass that ticket or he gonna lock your ass up. I'm just saying.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the
Okay, we on the
copyright
same
holder.
page.
This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Yeah, conservative made a good point that I must acknowledge. He was like, even for men, you really shouldn't do that, because there's plenty of setup bitches out here. Hey, man, look, let me tell y'all something, man. The way that the dating game is today, I don't know how y'all do it. I would never. I'm telling you right now, to be in the dating game today with the shit that y'all up against, I don't know how y'all do it, man. It's because it is a lot of that shit going on. Even when you got a motherfucker like Cardi B drugging your ass and robbing you and shit like that, like, god damn, we can't even go out, we can't even go out. You trying to rob me? You want to rob a motherfucker, stick a motherfucker up, get me robbed or whatever? I don't know how y'all do it, man. I don't know how y'all do it. It's like it's so crazy out here to just the stories that I hear. It's like, why the fuck are y'all, man? Please. I wouldn't. That's why I wouldn't even be mad at somebody who did an arranged marriage or some shit or brought a motherfucking woman over from some third world country. You fair off. You got better odds of being successful at that than trying to find a motherfucker out here, especially an older motherfucker out here, a person that's past they 30s, the motherfucker that's as well into their 30s, trying to find and have a really functional and sustainable relationship with somebody like that, man, please. Boy, 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 ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into the show, and I am really, really excited about what I saw here tonight in this show. I mean, in this video, because this video was really something that was, it was so well executed. And it's like, this is what I mean when we talking about good cops, good police, good guys with guns versus bad guys with guns. This is just that shit. This dude is like, I'm talking like, you can't ask for a better motherfucking police officer to execute in a situation like this the way that this man did. I'm just saying. In just my own humble opinion, you can't ask for. I mean, you just cannot ask for better. I just don't see it. So hold on one second. Let me get my. Yeah. I thought I had my news story up, but I don't think I do. Nope, I don't. There you go. Pull this back up. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna read this story because it's like really short, really quick, and then we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So, Tacoma, Washington. You have a man, and they're gonna. I'm gonna actually give you all the rest of the details of it. But Tacoma, Washington. Pierce County deadly force investigators have released the names of 3 Tacoma police officers who were involved in the fatal shooting of an assault suspect last month. Officers Jose Figueres, Zachary Hobbs, and Christopher Moon, I think it's Moon, or Munn, no, it's Munn, were among the police who responded to the report that Peter T. Collins, age 40, had assaulted his nephew in South Tacoma on August 28th, according to a news release from the Pierce County Force Investigation Team, a group of regional law enforcement agencies, which I guess what this investigation team is. Dispatch recordings indicated that Collins exchanged fire with police after officers developed probable cause to arrest him. The medical examiner's office ruled his death from a rifle wound to the chest a homicide. All 3 officers were on administrative leave as of Monday, per department policy, according to department spokesperson Wendy Haddow. Munn, 38, has spent 6 years with the department. Figures, 32, has spent 4 years with the department, and Hobbs, 27, has spent 3 years with the department. So you got 6, 4, and 3. So you got some people that's been there a little bit, got a little seasoning on them. Ain't no real, old veterans or true veterans, except for probably Munn, who probably he's been there 6 years. So we'll give him veteran status. I consider a veteran anybody that's been there 5 years or more. All right. So that's just me. Police investigators have not disclosed which officers fired, the number of shots, or whether a weapon was recovered from Collins. But actually it was, and we'll see that. Lakewood Police Lieutenant Chris Lawler, a PCF, that's the Pierce County Force Investigation Team, public information officer, told the News Tribune that video and additional details regarding the shooting are forthcoming. The release of the officers' names came about 3 weeks after the deadly shooting, which was initially announced in a statement from Tacoma Mayor Victoria Woodard. All right, so that's pretty much what happened. Police showed up, had this dude on a fucking assault charge, and from there, my man went and said, "No, I'm not going. I'm gonna shoot at y'all police." And the police said, "Okay, we gonna run around for a little bit, and then we gonna shoot you." That's pretty much what took place. So We're going to go ahead and we're going to watch what they did with the news clip, and then we're going to see the actual footage of the shooting. And yeah, let's see. Here we go. Boom, bam.
What started off as a routine call quickly escalated to a deadly shootout in South Tacoma in August. Officers responded to a domestic violence call on South Monroe Street after a man called 911 and reported a relative of his assaulted him. Ring camera video released by the Pierce County Force Investigation Team shows Peter Collins yelling at someone before cutting to body cam footage from an officer instructing Collins not to go into a car. Soon after, the shooting starts.
He's in the back of the house.
The video cuts to another scene where shots are heard while the officer says Collins has a long gun over his radio.
He has a long gun. Get units here.
Investigators say Collins left the area with 2 semi-automatic rifles.
Boom. So I want you to see what he got now. This is what the guy got. That is not what the officer has. He got 2 semi-automatic rifles and a handgun. That's a 45, a 300 blackout, and a 223. This is what the guy had. This is what Peter Collins had. This is what he was shooting at the police with, was that right there. My man, right, he said, Aaron said, boy got some toys. I'm telling you, he got some toys with him, boy. He got some musical instruments in his bag. So this is what the cops are up against. This is yet another reason why I've always said I don't give a fuck what these police officers or these police departments got as far as resources or funds. Y'all need to do a canned good drive. Y'all need to sell some candy. Y'all need to do some kind of fundraiser to where every police car should have an AR-15 in it. Period. Point blank. This is exactly why AR-15s are so fucking important in our country.
2 handguns, and a large amount of ammunition. The video then shows another officer driving to Collins' location and pulling a rifle out of his trunk. After multiple shots are heard, the officer fires once in return.
Are those shots coming from the outside? I don't know.
X-ray 316, shot fired, suspects down.
Sergeant Darren Moss of the Pierce County.
Yes, sir. One shot. One shot. I got a shot, and it's not a pistol. He did have a shot, and it was from an AR-15. One shot. Yes. One shot. I'm telling you, my man is cold-blooded.
County Sheriff's Department says this kind of dangerous situation can be prevalent in domestic violence calls.
You're walking into a space where you've never been, but they have an advantage over you. So if they have a hiding spot or a place that they can get to before you're able to find them, you know, those are one of the things that we have to think about. But again, with domestic violence being one of the most common calls for police officers to deal with, again, it can be most volatile as well.
Y'all heard that? Y'all who always say, what's the worst call that a police officer goes on? It's a domestic violence phone, not phone call, but a domestic violence 911 call. It's the worst one because you never know what the fuck is going to happen because it's such a high emotion and close relationship type of call. So it's like, man, it's crazy. But my man came out here and he got busy.
Well,
The team investigating the shooting says that Colin had 2 gunshot wounds. One appeared to be from an officer and another appeared to be self-inflicted. The Pierce County Medical Examiner's Office ruled Colin's death a homicide from a rifle wound to the chest.
Now, I don't know about that, how he has these 2 shots, why he would shoot himself. I don't know what the hell that's about. But nevertheless, I would probably bet that the AR-15, 180 yards away, was the one that did him in. Just saying.
The investigation is still ongoing. But for now, we're live in South Tacoma. Lionel Donovan, King 5 News.
There it is. So, that's just the gist of what happened. Now, here's where the magic is. The execution of this officer is something to definitely be not only applauded, but it needs to be broken down so you understand what type of testicular fortitude and training it takes to do this. This ain't no shit off TV. This ain't no trick photography. This ain't no green screen. This ain't no movie shit. This is real life. And I know that this dude, he's got to be military trained or he's just a hell of a shot. But let's go. On August 28th, Tacoma police officers responded to the 6700 block of South Monroe Street for a 911 report of a physical domestic assault. That means somebody got the throwing hands. Try Jesus, but don't try me, because I throw hands. That's what went down. The suspect was identified as Tacoma resident Peter Tyler Collins. The 911 call reported that Mr. Collins owns two to three guns, including an AR-15 and a pistol that is kept downstairs where he sleeps. Officers arrived on the scene and met with the victim at a safe distance from the residence. Details of the assault were provided to officers, and footage from a neighboring ring cam showed the assault. Probable cause was established for Mr. Collins' arrest. So it wasn't the way they just showed up and said, "Are you under arrest?" No, they had plenty of evidence and probable cause to do that. When officers arrived on the scene, oh, there we go. We keep going. I'm sorry. I thought I'd hit it. He said he asked Steph Curry with the rifle. Mr. Collins was observed standing in the street. Officers attempted verbal contact by calling his name. Mr. Collins refused to comply and yelled obscenities in the direction while retreating back to into his residence. Basically, what that means is that they was like, "Mr. Collins, come here. You under arrest. We want to talk to you." And Mr. Collins was like, "Fuck you," literally.
Stop calling me. Stop calling me by my fucking name.
There you go.
We ain't friends, so don't call me by my fucking name. Yeah, all right, you little bitch ass motherfucker.
Bitch ass motherfuckers. Yep, there it is. See, he ain't even playing with him. I got something for your ass. Officers attempted to reposition themselves in strategic locations around Mr. Collins' residence, including an alley accessible from a ground level door to the rear. At 2:46 p.m., broad daylight, officers Figueroas observed Mr. Collins at the rear of a vehicle near the back door of his residence and tried to engage him verbally with directions to show his hands and come out. Mr. Collins refused to comply and is seen quickly moving towards the rear of his residence. 20 seconds later, Mr. Collins fires several high-velocity rifle rounds at Officer Figueroas, who returns fire. So basically, he decided, fuck that, and he decided he was going to shoot at the police. There it is. A lot of people don't realize this, that sometimes it ain't even a thing to where somebody's crazy or somebody's having these issues. Sometimes motherfuckers just don't give a fuck no more and say, "Man, fuck that. I ain't going to jail. I'm not going to get arrested. I'm going to let your ass happen." See how far he is?
Let me see your hands, man. Come on and talk to me. He's over here in the alley. Do not get in the car, man. What? Do not get in the car. Do not bring your hands out of that car.
So now you look at the tone of what's being said here. They're trying to talk to him, trying to get him to come. "Hey, man, look, man, let me talk to you. Hey, man, don't come out that car." And my thing is this. It's like when we talk about how police officers get into these types of shootings and people be like, "Oh, man, they ain't have to shoot him. He ain't have to do that. He ain't even have it." No, this is why it is so important to give clear direction and to actually be ready for something like this. Because if this dude didn't have that AR-15, let's just say he only had his handgun. With what that dude got already, he don't know. But what he has, he would be outnumbered. He would be outmatched when it comes to firepower. This is why I don't understand why a police officer today should have. I'm telling you, every police officer that's in a vehicle should have an AR-15. I don't give a damn if it's a Barrett Rec 7 or if it's a standard fucking Smith & Wesson 5. Well, they ain't even $400 no more. They're about $600 now. You can have one of them basic joints with the plastic hand grips, hand guards on it. I don't care. You need to have some type of AR-15 rifle because you never know when you're going to come up against somebody like this. That's exactly why you need to have that. And if that dude was just sitting there with a shotgun or he's sitting there with his fucking taser, he in trouble. But fortunate enough for him, he's prepared. Yeah, that M&P 15, that's the standard one, right? That M&P 15, goddamn it, it's $750 now? Damn. I remember when them things was literally $400. I remember when, and that wasn't even that long ago. That rifle is $750 now? Damn. That rifle was it was one of the most highly purchased rifles because of that. It had a good name behind it, Smith & Wesson, and the motherfucker was just I'm talking, this shit is standard. Like, ain't nothing extra on this motherfucking rifle. But it was a decent rifle to have. You want an AR-15, it's your first one. You ain't trying to go all out and get you nothing nice. You ain't trying to spend $1,500 or $2,000 on a rifle. Here you go. I was recommending that rifle to all entry-level rifle shooters. I would say, you want a rifle as your first one, and you don't really want to get, you just want something basic, get your M&P 15, or you can get yourself the Saint. The who makes that? Goddamn, Springfield. Get your ass a Springfield Saint. Those are my 2 starter rifles that I was recommending to people. That motherfucker is $750 now. Jesus Christ. The Saint used to be like $5. The Saint, yeah, the Smith & Wesson was like $4, and the Saint was like $500. Wow, that's crazy. What up with it, ACG? Shout out to all my truckers out there.
A black hatchback just pulled out of the back of the house. He tried to get something out of the trunk, and he's in the back of the house. Shot fired. Shot fired. Shot fired. We're down there. He's inside.
Now, right now, where he's standing, let me ask this question. Where he's standing at right now, is he in cover or is he in concealment? Give y'all a little test out here. Is where he's standing at right now, is that considered cover or concealment? Very good. Very good. That is concealment. Reason why is because a 223 round or a 300 blackout can get through that foliage. Foliage is not cover. It is concealment. So he's in concealment. He needs to be trying to get to cover. Concealment is secondary. Cover is primary. First thing you want to try to do is get to cover. That means some shit that stops bullets, not some shit that hides you from your target. I mean, from the person who shoots at you.
Shot fired. Get me units.
And see, here's my thing. What he should be doing right now, just critiquing this officer, what he should be doing right now, he should either be behind his vehicle or he could have advanced to that house up there to the left. That house up there to the left, to get on that corner. I don't know what's on the other side of it, but to get in cover while you thinking, trying to figure out what you're going to do next, trying to assess the situation, whatever you want to call it. Do that behind the cover. Just because you taking a knee, motherfucker, don't mean that your ass is safe. Because you have no idea what this dude is doing. This dude could be going kamikaze and could be rushing your ass and you wouldn't know it until it's too late. So always, always, always think, first time you hear that something go bang, first time you hear something go bang, first thing you want to do is take cover. Then you can assess and think about your next steps and what you're going to do. Get to cover first. Not just taking a knee like you motherfucking gathering yourself because you in between series on a fucking football field. No, get your ass to cover.
I don't know.
Here we go. After maneuvering out of the line of fire, right, officers maintained their positions at 2:58 p.m. 1 minute, 51 seconds later. Mr. Collins fires a second volley of high-velocity rounds towards the officers. Give them a volley. Yes, he sent a volley of rounds downrange to these guys, to these fellow officers. So you have to be ready for this kind of stuff, and you got to think about this from a police officer's perspective. It's like you're trying to figure out what you're going to do, but whatever you going to do that shit from cover. Like, bam, bing, bong. See where he's at now?
Bing bong.
He's in cover right now. And he's actually in a good spot because he can now do what we call slicing the pie. And he can actually like inch out and try to get more sight while still keeping his body covered. He can go out and try to see where this motherfucker's at and can actually now lick some shots back at this motherfucker. See what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why that's so important to be aware of what you're doing and what you're going to do next and where you're at when you're figuring that shit out, because that's really what matters when it comes to being in a gunfight, which these guys are now currently in, is having good position and actually being able to assess and see what it is you're doing and know why you're doing it. Not just, oh, I'm just here, I don't know what's going on. Nope.
He has a long gun. Get units here.
No shit, Sherlock. He has a long gun. Hurry up and get some units here.
I have no angle.
All right, cool. So now Officer Hobbs is positioned to the north of Mr. Collins and returns fire. So let's see how that works out. Now you see where he's starting from?
Hey! Hey, go!
Yeah, let's back that shit up, boy.
Yeah.
Boy, you in the hood, won't you back your ass up? Boy, you gonna get shot. You better back your ass up. So you see how quickly this shit changed? It's like when you going somewhere, in the words of one of the old coaches from Little League, he used to always tell his kids when they stealing bases to get there. Shout out to Terry Houston. Get there! Jerry Houston. Get there! Get there. Don't fuck around and be tiptoeing around. If you see you gonna move from point A to point B, get there. Get there first, bust a move, haul ass, whatever you get there in a hurry. Better be getting in a hurry. Better be getting in a hurry. Because you don't want to be fucking around and get caught on the X or get caught in the middle, out in the open where a person can actually shoot and hit your ass. So don't get there and then get down. Get to cover first. Get behind whatever you're going to get behind. Then go back and try to inch out and take a peek and see what's going on. Cover is extremely important, man. Now, I do like the fact that these guys stay cool and stay calm. They weren't doing like some officers would do in a situation like this, where they'll get frantic as fuck and just get to shooting and shooting blindly. like they fucking Tupac and Me and My Girlfriend. I trust you dearly, I shoot blind. No, you're in a gunfight, and just because somebody's shooting a bunch of times at you, don't mean that you necessarily have to shoot a bunch of times at them. You need to know what you're doing and why you're doing it, and understand what is where your target is. You have to understand your target, where it's at, and what's beyond it. That's why the that shooter that was in fucking Breonna Taylor's case, the stupid motherfucker that just shot blindly into the house that was around back or whatever, he did some really dumb shit. Like them officers that was driving in that car chasing these dudes, and the dude started shooting through the windshield as he doing 70, 80, 100 miles an hour. Really dumb shit. So it's like, definitely make sure that you know what you're doing and why you're doing it, and be aware of where your target is and what's beyond it. Mr. Collins fled the area on foot, armed with 2 semi-automatic rifles, 2 handguns, and a large amount of ammunition. Officers were unaware that Mr. Collins ran east down a private walkway and attempted to enter a residence demanding a vehicle. So he was trying to get on the move on some GTA shit, which was thwarted by the homeowner. Mr. Collins continued to flee and eventually ran to the 6700 block of South Madison Street. So for those of you who may not know, thwarted means that the neighbor was like, hell no, you ain't taking my car, nigga. That's pretty much what that meant. So yeah. So it's like now he's down the street, and he was actually trying to get a vehicle so he can get the fuck up out of there, since I guess he didn't have the keys or wasn't able to get to his car and drive off. So it's like, now you got to realize that, hey, you see what he doing? Bam, he on the move. Yep. Now, at 3 p.m., is my man here. This is when Shaft showed up, baby. At 3 p.m., Officer Munn arrives at the 6600 block of Madison facing south. Mr. Collins fires several high-velocity rounds towards Officer Munn, who was exiting his vehicle. Officer Munn takes position behind his vehicle and fires a single round from his patrol rifle from 183 yards away. 183 yards, striking Mr. Collins. You boy, if that ain't no rootin', tootin', fancy shooting, I don't know what the fuck is. Just think, a football field is 100 yards. This dude's 183 yards. That means his rifle is sighted very well. Properly sighted rifle, hey baby, clear eyes, full heart, can't lose.
I think he's pushing east for west on your west side down there, guys.
Look at this nigga. One hand, got a motherfucking coffee in his hand, getting ready to go to work.
Incoming to watch Madison.
He put his coffee up on there. Okay. Turn my car off. Oh, okay, you shooting. He ain't scared. Shooting again. I ain't scared. Get to this bag. Get this motherfucking rifle out. Hit that charging handle. Let's rock. Look at that. Still on cover. Slicing the pie. Reloaded.
Reloaded. Are those shots coming from the outside?
One shot.
I don't know.
X-ray 316, shot fired, suspect's down. He's on Madison, just south of 67.
Ooh, and then start walking up. You're as cold as ice. You're willing to sacrifice. Ooh, that was cold-blooded. That's cold as it don't get no better than that. 183 yards away, boy, ain't flinch. He knew what the fuck he was gonna do when he pulled up. Well, as he was driving, sipping on that motherfucking, that nigga was drinking man juice. Nigga drinking this man juice. That wasn't no coffee in there. That's man juice. Right? We're gonna hit this testosterone, show this motherfucker what time it is. Cause this motherfucker playing out here on this Saturday afternoon. This nigga wanna be outside playing with these rifles. Okay, let me show you what I was doing when I was in motherfucking Iraq. he didn't budge. When that motherfucker got that car, that motherfucker was shooting, he was going to work. Going to work. Like, let me go ahead and get this shit together, get this last little swig, and they would go, okay. All right, get to the back. Pow, pow. All right, let me get in my trunk. Pow, pow. Pow, pow. Let me get my rifle, hit this charging handle. Okay, lean out. Yep, there that motherfucker go. Red dot, bang.
On this and off the stick.
Hey, move up using cover. Move up using cover.
And then close in on his ass. Boy, come on here now. Look how smooth this motherfucker is. Look. I did this just for this. This how this motherfucker rolled up. This is exactly what was going. You want to know what was going on in that officer's mind as he rolled up? You about to see exactly what that officer was thinking and what was going through his head. That's what that officer was doing. That's exactly what he doing. Look. He ain't studying this shit. He ain't studying none of this shit.
All right, be reloaded. Reloaded. Are those shots coming from the outside?
Y'all know I'm good at what I do. Y'all know I'm good at what the fuck I do. Come on here now. Come on here now. That's what that motherfucker was going through his mind when that shit went down. That motherfucker was like, hey, I woke up this morning, I got myself a gun. I'm ready for this shit. Whatever the fuck y'all want to do today, we can do it. Cause I'm ready. I got my man juice here. I got my rifle in the back. I got ammo. And now I got action. Let's go. That motherfucker rolled the fuck up on his ass and was like, yep, let's do it. Come on.
No.
I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna do it one more time for you. That motherfucker rolled right up on them motherfuckers like, hey, we about to get it cracking. Fuck all this bullshit. Yep, I hear you. Mm-hmm. Yep, they said that. Yep. Mm-hmm. You say he where? He on Madison.
I think he's pushing east, but watch on your left side now, guys. Incoming to watch Madison.
All that shit going on. Looking at that motherfucker way yet. There you go. Okay.
All right, be reloaded. Reloaded. Are those shots coming from the outside?
There it is. One shot, nigga. That's it.
X-ray 316. Shot fired. Suspect's down. He's
Suspect
on
is
Madison,
down.
just south of 67. I'm on you.
On this and off the stick.
Hey, move up using cover. Move up using cover.
And I'm telling you right now, that is a shot that you can make when you practice that shot. 180 yards away with an AR-15, that is not a hard shot if you practice with your rifle. I'm telling you, that is not a hard shot. If you practicing with your rifle, you can have that type of confidence to know I can hit me a motherfucker 200-300 yards away. I can stretch out right now with my rifle and my red dot on my rifle, and I got a magnifier on mine, so I can probably get out to at least 5. Easy. Easy, I can get out to 5 with my magnifier. But just my standard red dot on my rifle definitely can hit anything within 300 yards. Definitely. Now, when you talking about like sniper rifle type of shit, now you talking about you stretching out 1,000, 1,500 yards and so on and so forth and so on. But a 200-yard shot, 180-yard shot away, absolutely. As God about to say, sweep the leg. Absolutely. No mercy. You can definitely get out there with that. Definitely. Right, James? You qualify, you got to qualify with 300 yards with just iron sights. Not let alone a red dot. Oh, yeah, you can get out there with it. Definitely. Oh, damn. Thanks, CJ Gunn, for putting up the whatchamacallit. I appreciate you. Need to pin that to the chat. I didn't even see that part. But here we go. Officers moved up and contacted Mr. Collins, removing a handgun from underneath his right hand. Medical aid and life-saving efforts were attempted by police and fire personnel. There it is. There it is. There it is. What you gonna do when you grow up? It's like they did everything they could. You can't play around with motherfuckers like that, because here's the other thing too. While this dude is sending volleys of rounds around the neighborhood, you don't know who the fuck. It can go into somebody's house. It can go into a car. It can hit a kid or anything. In a situation like this, I ain't trying to negotiate. I ain't trying to get no crisis worker in there. I need to put this guy down. Plain and simple. Plain and fucking simple. This guy needs to be put down. You can't fuck around when you got somebody shooting off shots like this. You just can't. Shout out to my man Jay Turk. Hit your boy with $15. That's what's up. Thank y'all so much for hitting that cash app. I really do appreciate it. Or the PayPal, whichever one you decide. Please do something, goddammit. Do something. But now you see these guys, they rolling up on him. Hey, there he is, laid out. We got him. Gun right there. There's his AR-15 or 300 Blackout, whichever one of them two guns that he had. There's his handgun there. And they rolled up on him. Rolled up on him. So it's like, this is one of those things he did have two handguns. Damn. Yep. There it is. It's like that's an open and shut kind of thing. Ain't no, oh, they ain't had to do that and they don't take all that. They could have talked to him and nope. Nope. Let me go ahead and hit this commercial thing. There we go. Thus far, the investigation has revealed Mr. Collins fired 15 times at officers, including 12 .223 caliber rounds and 3 30 caliber rounds. That's not 30 caliber. He didn't have a 30 caliber handgun, either 45 or he had 300 Blackout caliber rounds. Officers fired a total of 9 rounds in return. Mr. Collins sustained 2 gunshot wounds, one consistent with a shot fired by officers and one consistent with a self-inflicted shot. Please refer to the Pierce County Medical Examiner report on details on Mr. Collins' wounds and the manner, cause, and cause of death. Now, my thing is this. I believe he could have shot himself accidentally, or he could have taken his life purposely. I don't know. Depending on where that gunshot, took place. If them saying it's self-inflicted, he could have shot himself and been like, fuck it. He could have just been like, man, once dude hit his ass with that motherfucking 223, he could have been like, fuck it. Shout out to my man Mick. Hit your boy with $10. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. So it's like, it's one of those things to where that dude could have done it, but it's like, you have to understand that in spite of people's mental health issues, and I keep saying this because people always have this thing about people that got mental health issues, we can't wait to see what you gonna do to try to figure out your level of crazy. That's police officers and civilians alike. Y'all got these crazy ass relatives that think they gonna, they want to wild out one day because they ain't taking their meds, whatever the case may be. We cannot afford to wait to see what you're gonna do. We just can't, because lives are at stake. That crazy person that you try to figure out what they gonna do is gonna be the one that's gonna stab 4 more people. That's gonna stab one other person while you trying to wait and talk to them and calm them down. That crazy uncle that's saying he can't stand y'all and he tired and he gonna kill everybody. Now he gonna shoot somebody else. Now he gonna stab your auntie too. He gonna kill everybody in the house until you stop him. When people go this far and they cross the line and there are lives at stake, you have to go ahead and do. I mean, and it's not a thing. It is referred to as 30 caliber. I didn't know that. You just educated me on that, Wolf Bear. I thought 300 blackout was 300 blackout. But it's like you have to realize that is something where, hey, you cannot risk other people's lives trying to figure out what the mentally unstable person is going to do. You just can't. That's just it never works out for the best. It just doesn't. Hoping and wishing and praying that this person is going to do the right thing, you will have several people that will lose their lives, or you will have a police officer who will lose their life or get injured or whatever the case may be, because you're trying to wait to figure out what a mentally unstable person is going to do. That makes no sense. Unfortunately enough, when it comes to somebody being in a situation where it's life or death or grave bodily harm, you have to do the most extreme level of force, and you have to use deadly force to stop that person. You just do. That's just like the crazy dude who had the guy that was like Thor in the motherfucking McDonald's had pulled out a fucking hatchet. And started smashing shit. Thank God I don't eat McDonald's. I'm so glad the Lord delivered me from McDonald's. I may have McDonald's once a year, if that. It's been a couple of years since I've had McDonald's. But had I been in that McDonald's, especially had I been in there with my children or my family or my wife, whatever the case may be, the minute my man would have got to fighting, I'd have been trying to leave. But because of what happened in that video, the minute that dude pulled out that hatchet, I would have shot his ass. I would have shot him dead. I'm not going to sit and wait to try to figure out what the fuck a man with a hatchet is going to do while he's smashing tables and breaking glass. I'm not going to figure that out. I'm just not. You might get a warning, but I'm not going to give you an opportunity to fuck me up, my family up, or whatever the case may be. You ain't going to throw that hatchet at me like you fucking Thor and then hoping that it come back and that's it. Nope. Nope. That's just one of those things to where you just, unfortunately enough, he didn't chop nobody with the motherfucker, but he could have. And all them motherfuckers that was in there fighting his ass and fucking with his ass, whatever the case may be, I get it, but I'm not going to try to figure out what the fuck a crazy motherfucker's going to do. That's just it, and that's all. I'm not going to do it. You have to take into account of what the totality of the circumstances are. Because if something in him did snap and he just decides to start playing Hatchet Man and want to fuck people up, people are going to be hurt, or people are going to die. Plain and simple. There's another picture of all the shit that he had. 1 blackout, 1 223, 145, and he had another handgun and a partridge in a fucking pear tree. He had them all. He was ready for the 4 days of Christmas. Just saying. Just saying. That's just one of those things to where you really can't let these people that are mentally unstable decide what's gonna happen when it comes to who's gonna live and who's gonna survive. You really can't do it, because it's gonna probably be the innocent person that winds up not making it, or it's gonna be the law enforcement officer that winds up not making it. And all that crazy person is gonna do is say, I was crazy. and then they're gonna wind up being in a mental institution, and that's it. That's it, and that's all. See, Mick said, I got a friend of 15 plus years. That's his favorite close combat weapon. Can be used to knock out folks and hack them up. You can fuck somebody up with a hatchet, man. I'm telling you. Like he said, close quarters combat. You got two ends that you can hit, that flat edge and that sharp edge. Nigga, I could break your motherfucking clavicle and chop your motherfucking jugular at will. At will. And that's just it. I'm done. You're done. You ain't gonna survive. Motherfucker hit you in the throat, in the arm, in the neck area with a fucking hatchet. Nigga, you're probably not gonna make it. Just saying. You probably are not going to make it. So it's like, why would I wait and try to figure out what this guy's gonna do? I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna put him down. I don't want to, but I have no choice. I have no choice. It's just one of those things where it's a terrible situation. It's sad that it happens that way or go down that way. That's not my intention, but I can't afford to try to wait to see what you gonna do when my life is on the line. I'm gonna keep the cards tilted in my favor. The scale is gonna be tipped in my favor before I let them be decided by you. I'm sorry, I'm just not gonna do it. And I would recommend that for anybody. It's just one of those things to where it's why it's so important for people to have their Second Amendment right and to use that Second Amendment right. Be ready for the worst. For those of you who can't carry a gun, who are not mentally prepared to carry a gun, I understand. But for the rest of us, not only should you do it, but you should also be prepared for having it. Go to training, make sure that your gun is properly cleaned and is functioning well. Go to the range, stay frosty, so that when something like this happens, when something goes down, you can operate like my man Officer Munn did, getting out that car, putting down his motherfucking coffee, getting out his car like he was going to buy newspapers and shit. He didn't flinch. He didn't falter. He didn't waver not once in that whole transition. From him driving, pulling up, putting his coffee on the dash, putting his car in park, getting out, grabbing his AR, taking cover, leaning out, boom, one shot, he dead. That's just it. So you have to realize that how important that is, because you don't want to be in a situation to where you have to do something like that and you're not ready. You're not ready. You miss, or somebody else gets shot because you hesitated, because you didn't go out and just execute and get this person put down. As bad as it may sound, as what would you say, as no compassion, not compassionate enough. No, I don't have time to fuck around with this guy to see what he thinking and what he gonna do, because their lives at stake, mine and other innocent people. At the end of the day, he brought this on, and he was the one who set this series of unfortunate events into motion. He did. So it is what it is. I think that's pretty much it, and we covered it all. Man, I made a good time. If y'all got any questions, please put them in the comment section now, and we can wrap this up. I'm gonna drop another commercial in here and get my my commercial pennies together. And please hit that donate button, and we're gonna get on up out of here. Yeah, but it's a good cigar tonight too. But I do want to say this. Shout out to this officer. Shout out to the execution of what this officer did. He brought an end to a situation that could have gone really, really bad. Unfortunately, this person lost his life, and I understand that his family, especially with him getting into it with his nephew, and then this happened, his family now has suffered a loss. I get that, but in these situations, If you got people, you got loved ones, crazy folk, whatever the case may be, mentally unstable folk that own these kind of firearms and do this kind of shit, there's nothing good can come from that. This is what happens. This is what happens. So let me see. What did Richard say? He said the government don't know how many firearms are out there because back in the days, how many firearms were passed down from father to son, and back then you could buy a gun and a sporting goods so easy. Oh yeah, that's true. But will break through in time? Will break through in time? I don't know what that means. All right, guys. I want to thank everybody for stopping by tonight. Thank you guys for taking the time out to click that like button to watch this. Please leave me your thoughts in the comment section of the video. Let me know what you guys think about this and the level of execution that this officer showed. I just want to tell you guys, shout out to everybody that came through tonight. Thank you guys. Shout out to my brother Tommy Sotomayor. We still praying for you, brother, and we are still waiting for your return. Absolutely, tootly. Shout out to everybody in Sono Nation. Thank you guys. Thank you, my mods. Thank you to my channel subscribers. Please, 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 if you don't mind, subscribe to the channel and become a channel member. It's only a few dollars a month. I appreciate each and every last one of you. He said, Brian, they interviewed the Hatchet Man. Oh, wow, I'd like to see that. I'm going to have to go find that. If you got that, Sean, send that to me. If you got that, I would love to see that, man. That's crazy. Yes, indeed. You put the hearts up, put the ones up for my brother Tommy, man. We still thinking about you. We still ain't forgot about you, brother. We love you. And I just want to tell everybody else, man, thank you guys. I appreciate each and every last one of you all. It's been a great night. Even though my Bears lost, I'm salty, but it is what it is. We in the struggle. We are driving the struggle bus. We ain't on the struggle bus no more in Chicago. We driving that motherfucker. But I would like to see you guys on the next show. So please make sure that you are subscribed. And hey, it is what it is. Until next time, peace. And I'm out.
What's going on, everybody out there in the internet world? It's me, Brian Redmond, also known as the Relationship Rehab. And I need you to do two things. What are those two things? Subscribing to both my channels. I need you to go to the Relationship Rehab, subscribe to that channel, and then I need you to go to United Guns of America and go to that channel. Now you may be asking, why would I do that, Brian? Because it's two of the hottest channels on the internet. Come over there, give me your thoughts, give me your opinions, have conversations, because that's what it's all about. We talk about some of everything: politics, relationships, guns, law enforcement, community stuff. Anything that's happening, I'm willing to have a conversation about it. So come on over. You don't got nothing else to lose, and you ain't got nothing else to do. So come to my channel, subscribe ASAP, and join in on the fun. Twice the entertainment, 2 channels, twice the fun. Come on and have a funky good time with your boy. Peace, and I'm out.